We've lost 4 outstanding people.
It's been a tough year for the North Knox community. The first blow came over the summer with the unfortunate passing of 15-year-old Jacob Williams.
Jacob was a kid that was just infectious to be around. He always had a smile on his face, and he was always joking and laughing around. I don't know that, there was very many times where he could be serious, but he had a knack to make sure everybody was happy and uplifting, and he was just one of those kids where you always wanted to be around him.
As the healing began, so did the school year. But less than 2 months later, North Knox suffered another loss, 40-year-old Brian Udovich.
I heard over the announcement that they were calling the nurse down to the gym stat, and I thought it was probably a child who broke a leg, and I don't do blood, so I turned to the other counselor and I'm like, I can't go down there. And then it just felt weird, and I said, I just feel like I need to go down there. And as we were headed down, the students were coming from that gym to the other gym and just sobbing. And I thought, this isn't a broken bone. And then I finally stopped one and I said, what's going on? And they were like, Mr. Udovich.
Every passing that we've had has affected me, but his has probably affected me the most just because we were the same age. We were so close. We worked together here at the school every single day. There's still a big hole in me right now with his passing that I just miss him so much every day.
Basketball season would start a few short weeks later, bringing with it thoughts of one of North Knox's mightiest warriors as she fought breast cancer. Casey Lamb was class president, homecoming queen, a basketball standout. She passed away on October 29th.
Always thinking about other people, never thinking about herself. She was probably one of the greatest teammates because she cared about her team, and she always put herself last.
And not long after students returned from Christmas break, the news came of a 4th tragedy in 7 months, the loss of 25-year-old First Lieutenant Clay Cohen, less than a week before homecoming.
He was pursuing his dreams, and he was just such an extraordinary man when he was here at school, and to see that he was going on to continue to do those extraordinary things outside of school, and just I guess the one word that I think of when I think of Clay is just selfless. I mean, he demonstrated that day in and day out here at school, and then going on to serve his country is just amazing.
And Clay was a special kid. He was a hard worker, just like Jacob was a hard worker, just like Brian was a hard worker. And it's terrible that all these tragedies have happened so close together, in this community, but being from this community and experiencing tragedies a long time ago, when I was going through school, I know this community will get through them just fine because we're tough and we're resilient.
Okay, that's all I need. On Friday, the North Knox community not only came home, but they gathered in remembrance. They gathered for support. The homecoming crown was dedicated in memory of Casey Lamb, who wore it 20 years before. It was received by Claire Williams, Jacob's older sister. Through it all, the North Knox community has banded together, closer now than they've ever been.
We're a small community, we're rural, and we do depend on each other, but now it's just, that's what it is. And you're there for somebody, and everybody just kind of, what can I do?
I'm probably a little biased here. I'm born and raised from Knox County, from Bicknell, and went to school here, and think that we've got family is the one word I think that really brings us together. And if you wanted one word to describe the North Knox School Corporation, it's family. But in these times of when you're being tried in these kinds of situations, it definitely has even brought us even closer together.
For News Center 22, I'm Jeff Smith.